Master tradespeople regularly execute $50,000 physical builds with flawless precision. They manage complex supply chains, coordinate crews, and hit strict deadlines. Yet that operational control often collapses during the administrative closeout. The physical evidence of a project usually ends up here, a pile of fading paper receipts scattered across a truck dashboard. This represents the final 5% of the project lifecycle. Neglecting this specific phase leads directly to catastrophic profit leakage. The primary point of failure occurs at the checkout register. A contractor will routinely purchase a $3 energy drink or a personal pack of batteries on the exact same ticket as a $1,200 lumber order. In the standard industry workflow, untangling those commingled items requires hours of manual receipt sorting on a Saturday morning, followed by error-prone rekeying into accounting software. Manual double entry guarantees that items are forgotten or mistyped. It introduces a structural vulnerability that corrupts job costing and slowly bleeds the firm's net margin on every single project. To solve this, financial data must be captured at the edge. The exact moment the material is purchased is when the data is most accurate. Connecting ShowMyWork Elite to QuickBooks Online via the Intuit API completely obsoletes manual data entry. Looking at this internal playbook, we see an explicit focus on eliminating 4 operational pain points: faded receipts, commingled expenses, inaccurate job costing, and administrative fatigue. The solution relies on a specific technological pipeline, mapping raw data from a mobile capture into a final invoice generator. To understand the power of this integration, we have to reverse engineer the automated workflow layer by layer, starting from first principles. True operational automation engineers tax compliance directly into the daily field workflow. It captures the truth up front, rather than relying on an accountant to correct the errors in the back office weeks later. The new workflow begins at the exact physical location of the material purchase, before the contractor ever puts the truck in drive to leave the supplier's parking lot. Using the ShowMyWork mobile app, the contractor snaps a photo of the receipt using their Edge device camera. An AI optical line item reader scans the image, instantly breaking apart the single block of text into separate interactive data rows. Within those rows, we can see the commingling problem isolated: a $3 energy drink nested right alongside the expensive project materials. This introduces the soda filter. It is a mechanism designed specifically to identify and separate personal expenses from legitimate tax-deductible project costs. The physical action required by the contractor is minimal. They look at their screen, locate the personal item, and tap a checkbox to unselect it. The unselected personal item dissolves. Only clean, project-specific material data remains. Visual filtration at the edge guarantees bulletproof tax compliance. It isolates the true project costs before the data is allowed to enter the financial system. With the raw field data cleaned, the next architectural challenge is structuring it so the firm's accountant can actually use it. ShowMyWork establishes a secure OAuth connection, a bank-grade data bridge that links the platform directly to the contractor's live QuickBooks Online books. To maintain accurate job costing, accounting software relies on strict general ledger, or GL, buckets. Incoming raw data streams pass through a sorting funnel, automatically dropping into 4 distinct buckets: labor, materials, permits, and subcontractors. The data in the materials bucket then creates a direct mapped link to its corresponding QuickBooks service item node. This automated mapping translates the plain English descriptions from a supplier's receipt into rigid, tax-compliant accounting categories. Because this background routing happens in real time, it establishes a mathematically precise internal wholesale cost for the project. Automated GL mapping eliminates the weekend double entry fatigue. It performs the accountant's sorting work instantly, at the exact moment the purchase occurs. Fast-forwarding to job completion, we manage this final data payload inside the ShowMyWork project vault. An operational firewall must exist between the internal tracked wholesale cost and the marked-up retail price presented to the customer. The internal cost locks into place, while the retail price extends upward, maintaining a clear, protected 30% margin gap. The cost versus price invoice generator then pulls those previously mapped materials directly into the final billing draft. Because every single line item was captured, filtered, and mapped at origin, 0 manual retyping is required to draft this invoice. With a single click, the completed, perfectly formatted invoice is pushed across the Intuit API directly into QuickBooks Online. This pipeline guarantees accurate client billing, eliminates manual reconciliation, and rigorously protects the firm's true net profit margin on the job. Zooming out, we can assess the complete integrated software ecosystem. On the left is the legacy workflow, a vulnerable, tangled web of paper receipts, fragmented spreadsheets, and manual data transfer. On the right is the automated API flow, a smooth, continuous loop connecting the mobile capture, the project vault, and the live accounting ledger. The manual transfer process is slow and highly susceptible to data corruption. The API flow is secure, instantaneous, and mathematically exact. The project vault acts as the single, uncorrupted source of truth for all operational and financial data. By connecting these systems natively, field operations and accounting are no longer isolated, conflicting phases. They operate as a single, continuous loop. This integration does not replace the human accountant. It empowers them by delivering perfectly structured, pre-reconciled data. ShowMyWork acts as the construction-specific computational brain that QuickBooks has always been missing. Eliminating that final 5% of margin bleed yields a compounding financial return across dozens of annual projects. A chaotic run to the hardware store is seamlessly transformed into an audit-ready line item in a live QuickBooks ledger. By engineering financial compliance directly into the daily physical workflow, contractors can definitively end the era of weekend bookkeeping.